Good morning, Dubai. This is the Lovin Dubai show. It's New Year's Eve. We're going to go through the top stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: UAE announces removal of forces and end of counter-terrorism operations in Yemen.
The UAE is also hosting a nationwide New Year celebration honoring labour communities.
It's all about the new year. We're also going to talk about men's health and why Cleveland Clinic Abu Dhabi is changing the game.
A resident spotted people riding e-bikes on main roads.
And also, what are your thoughts on paid parking zones popping up across the city? Because Dubai International City just got their own one.
But in today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from 20 to 24 degrees Celsius.
It's mostly sunny, but and post has just gone live on Lovin Dubai saying there will be scattered rain across the country tonight on New Year's Eve, so prepare accordingly. Maybe check where you're going for those camping trips, because it could be raining in the desert.
True.
It happened a couple of years ago and that's just not what you want.
Oh no, definitely not.
So I want to talk about the Spanish tradition that happens on New Year's Eve. I actually heard of it last year. I remember Farah, our old co-host, talking about it. Have you heard of the grapes on New Year's tradition and what it signifies?
I've only heard of this last year and decided to participate.
Okay. Oh.
It didn't work. But maybe I did it wrong. But I think you eat 12 grapes to signify the 12 months of the year, and you have to have like a concept in mind, right? Like, what do you want to have happen? Some people, or the majority of the people, I want to say, that were doing it on TikTok, were doing it to find their soulmate within that following year.
Were they sitting under a table?
On TikTok, yes. Did I do it? No, there wasn't space. So
what do you mean there wasn't space?
There wasn't space. It was just so cluttered.
There was too many people under the table doing the same thing?
No, none of us could fit under the table. The table is it's too short. We couldn't get under there.
Got you.
But I guess because of that, it didn't work. But I'll have a grape nonetheless.
So there's some nuances to this tradition.
So there's things we got to do.
Yeah, right. So it's grapes on New Year's Eve, Spanish tradition. So generally, just for good luck, let's not get to the single looking for love manifestations yet. So if you just want love for the new year, then you have to eat one grape at the chime of midnight. So if everyone's going one grape to signify every month as it leads into the countdown.
Oh.
So it's like, dum, and you're like, grape. Now, if you want to find love, you need to do that exact thing under a table.
I did it wrong.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't tried it. But I do love a good grape.
I mean, I don't mind. I like grapes. So I don't think I'll be doing it again, though.
No?
No.
I'll eat the grapes today, maybe.
I mean, I'll have grapes, but I think It was too many grapes. It was 12 grapes, and you have to do it like kind of fast.
Yeah,
and,
you do.
Like, it wasn't worth it for me. So I think this year we're doing the whole manifesting thing. I've been seeing this a lot more on TikTok. Last year it was all about the grapes. This year is all about manifesting and vision boarding. So that's what we're doing tonight.
Ooh, I like that. But so in terms of manifestation, vision boarding, there's also a tradition, and this came up on my Instagram story. I think someone in Lovin in Dubai had shared it. And they had gone to probably an underwear store and asked for a specific colour.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently the colour had ran out because on New Year's Eve you're meant to wear a specific colour to signify what you want for the new year.
That's so funny. It's like grocery stores running out of grapes, except it's underwear stores running out of underwear.
And so if you want wellness, good health and tranquility, wear blue. Prosperity, wealth and success, wear yellow, yes please. Love, passion and romance, wear red. Peace, harmony and happiness, wear white. And then if you want life and more nature, wear green. And then if you just simply want love and harmony, wear pink.
Oh, cute.
It's another form of manifestation.
Sure. Why not? Honestly, they're fun. It's not harmful at all to manifest, to, you know, spread it out into the universe what you want. So it's okay.
If anyone is single, get onto that table and report back.
Let us know if it works.
Yeah.
Here I am reporting a year later. It didn't work.
But you didn't get onto the table.
True. But it did work for one of my friends. So only one of the three of us got into a relationship this year.
So it's one table per person. That's clearly...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting.
Yeah. Congratulations to her.
Okay, so it does work in some cases. Paz in Christ is saying lentils for money. Grapes and lentils. Lentils are for money.
Oh. Okay. Sure, I like that.
Noon minutes, send us those lentils. Okay, 8:36 on New Year's Eve in Dubai. What is happening across the city and the country today? Well, our top story, of course, is the UAE announces the removal of forces and end of counter-terrorism operations in Yemen. This is the story that grabbed international headlines yesterday, and here's what happened. So following a recent strike at the Yemeni port by Saudi forces, the UAE has moved to clear the air around allegations of weapon shipments and announced the removal of its counter-terrorism forces.
The Ministry of Defense stated that the withdrawal was carried out in a manner that ensures the safety of its personnel and in coordination with the relevant partners. The ministry also noted that the UAE Armed Forces concluded their military presence in Yemen back in 2019, with any remaining presence limited to specialized personnel as part of counter-terrorism efforts.
In response to the statement issued by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia yesterday, the UAE firmly rejected claims of involvement that would compromise Saudi Arabia's security, reaffirming its support for the Kingdom's efforts, further stressing that its position has focused on containing the situation, supporting de-escalation efforts and promoting understandings.
The UAE's presence in Yemen was within the framework of Saudi-led Arab coalition, but amid ongoing developments, the decision was made to remove UAE forces from Yemen.
And if there's further updates on this, you can stay tuned to Lovin Dubai. Our information comes directly from UAE authorities and no other place. Let's jump in to our next story. We're talking all things end of year, and this is another nice celebration.
Another feel-good story. The UAE is hosting a nationwide New Year celebration honoring labor communities. The Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratization is launching a nationwide celebration to honor labor communities across the UAE as part of the UAE New Year 2026 festivities. The initiative is all about recognizing the invaluable contributions of workers and making sure they're included in the joy and celebrations of the festive season. So the event will run across 2 days at multiple locations nationwide. On December 31st tonight, celebrations will take place from 4 p.m. until midnight, and on January 1st, activities will continue from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. The full venue details will be available via a QR code and on the official website.
There'll be a, mega bonanza raffle draw with the chances to win a dream car, mobile phones, air tickets plus gifts worth over 1 million dirhams. The celebrations will also include live entertainment, fun games, dance performances, circus acts, community activities, and of course, big epic fireworks. The entire event has been designed specifically for labour communities, creating a space filled with celebration, appreciation and shared joy as the UAE welcomes 2026. It's another reminder of the country's focus on inclusion, gratitude and community, especially at a time meant for celebration.
This is such an amazing feel-good story. Honestly, like I'm seeing so many things that the UAE is doing to celebrate labor communities, and this is just another one, and the prizes are amazing. I don't think that you expect to see it so much, but it's so nice to see, and I feel like Dubai is just one of those cities, the UAE is one of those countries that pulls through and makes sure everybody feels included.
So true, and this is the day for celebration. And as I mentioned, there'll be fireworks, but there's also going to be fireworks across the city. And so we wanted to run through some of the kind of the traffic plans. So if you're heading out this evening, this is what you need to be aware of. As we know, fireworks across the city, popping off several locations, Burj Khalifa, Palm Jumeirah, and that means some of the busiest roads in Dubai are going to be closed before 4 p.m. today to reduce congestion. So if you're going to be in busy areas, you need to avoid those areas. And also the Dubai Metro has extended its hours, and more than 1,000 buses will be available to move you guys around for free. Actually, some of the buses will be for free. So take note of those travel updates if you're going to be in the city. Brave folk.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Love that for you. I'm not one of them. I'm not the one who's going to go forth and conquer the roads today. I'm going to be staying in.
Just checking. There's going to be road closures at JBR, Al Sukuk Street, around Sheikh Zayed Road from 11 p.m. Sheikh Zayed Road is going to close.
That one was I expected it to be earlier, but...
It could be a between Al Maidan intersection Commercial Centre roundabout, so it's a small section. Al Sukuk Street is going to close from 8 p.m. Upper Financial Street is going to close from 9 p.m. So they're doing it in phases. So it's good to check out what the Dubai Media Office has done, is they've released a traffic management plan for the day, and it's in video format. So if you'd like to check it out, it's also available by the RTA.
Keep an eye on that and just plan your journey accordingly, because you don't want to be stuck somewhere and then you're like, oh, wait, I can't move. Yeah,
that would suck. A massive shout out to the 55 government and semi-government and private entities who are going to be working around the clock on taxis, trams, buses, trains, support tents, rapid response units, ambulances. There's going to be 236 ambulances out on the roads in Dubai tonight to patrol the streets to keep us safe. So thank you in advance to the incredible personnel who are working those teams.
Also volunteers.
And volunteers, yes.
I didn't even know that you could volunteer, but I mean, I like it. I think I would do it next year.
Is it Dubai Police have a volunteering option?
Yeah. It's Dubai Police that have a volunteering option. You can go as a photographer, you can go on horseback with the personnel, or cycle it on a bicycle.
Wow, very cool.
It's very cool.
So let's move from New Year's to what again has been spotted on the Dubai roads. Have you, audience Lovin Dubai, seen these on roads? These guys riding these e-bikes, once again spotted on the main roads, and people are not happy about it, as you can imagine. I know that road. Look at that. There's an e-bike on it. The footage shows riders going forward towards traffic on non-registered vehicles.
This comes after a news report earlier this week which stated Dubai police confiscated over 90 e-bikes for safety violations. Authorities reminded the public that violators risk heavy fines and having their bikes seized for endangering others.
I think the rule on this is a vehicle needs to be registered. So how do you know if a vehicle is allowed to be on the road or not? Does it have a number plate? This does not look to have a number plate. But they're on the busiest road in Dubai. This looks like it was created for content by a content creator, right? It doesn't look like it was spotted. It looks like it was someone intentionally filmed it.
Maybe. But I've seen so many, in Lovin Dubai's DMs, we're getting a lot of people just complaining, saying, oh my God, are you seeing these e-bikes and these scooters? They're supposed to be with, in their own lanes. You know how in Kite Beach they have their own lane and stuff like that. Or with the pedestrians on walkways and stuff, but definitely not on main roads. They're not licensed vehicles. They're not supposed to be there. It's also dangerous for them. It's dangerous for others. It's just risky, guys. People are upset about it.
So yeah, just not allowed on the roads. And if you know anyone who's risking it, tell them it's not worth their lives, and it's also not worth the drivers, because who's more at risk here really is it's drivers of the e-bikes. And I think it's always a fear for any driver that you're going to come across an unidentified something on the road and hit it. So for everyone's safety, just stay off the roads unless the vehicle is registered. Let's jump into our next story, why Cleveland Clinic Abu Dhabi is changing the game for men's health. So let's talk about something super important, and that is your health, more specifically men's health. Now, we all know that men's health is one of those things that we always don't talk about, but Cleveland Clinic is making a huge impact by leading the way in complex procedures and cutting-edge treatments.
But first up, let's talk about prostate and testicular cancers. I know it's not the easiest topic, but here's the thing. Cleveland Clinic Abu Dhabi is at the forefront with minimally invasive robotic surgeries. What does that mean for you? Well, it's less pain, fewer complications, and better outcomes.
And for those dealing with an enlarged prostate, they've got a mind-blowing treatment called aquablation therapy, which uses a heat-free robotic water jet to tackle symptoms like poor urinary flow. But Cleveland Clinic doesn't just want to treat you when you're sick. They're all about longevity and prevention, making sure you're living your healthiest life today and for years to come. So with screenings for prostate and testicular cancer, plus regular checks for heart and vascular health, it's about living longer and also living well.
So, gentlemen, it's time to take your health seriously, hit them up to date, and see how they're making men's health better in ways you never thought was possible.
Let's jump into our next story. We're talking about new paid parking zone, which has popped up in Dubai.
Yep, Dubai International City. Actually, it's going to be a paid parking zone from February 2026. So the new paid parking facilities will be rolled out across the area, and International City will now fall under parking code Q. While parking meters aren't live just yet, signboards have already gone up across several clusters, so the rollout is clearly underway. Here's what it means in practical terms. Parking charges will apply daily from 8 a.m. until midnight, and tariffs are expected to range between 2 dirhams and 25 dirhams, depending on how long you park.
There's actually some good news for residents. If you're screaming, thinking, how am I going to afford this? According to Parkin, residents will receive one free parking pass and one allocated parking slot per unit, I guess, so for their vehicle. If you need more than one pass, you'll have to apply for an additional paid parking slot.
And this change isn't happening in isolation. Paid parking has already been introduced across several Dubai communities, including JVT, Dubai Production City, we know, Studio City, Sports City, International Academic City, and Science Park. Naturally, you might be wondering which area is next. Well, there's no official confirmation. There's growing speculation on Reddit that say JVC could be next, but for now, nothing has been announced.
Nothing's been announced there. Mm-hmm. You didn't hear it first.
We didn't.
But it is a scary thing.
Yeah, definitely. Because if you have a car, if you live in one of these areas and you don't have an allocated parking slot in your building, this will affect you a little bit more than others. But in Dubai International City, it looks like there aren't a whole lot of basements in the buildings, I'm guessing. I'm not sure. But this is why they're creating the whole, you get one parking pass for one vehicle per unit.
It's a really fair way to do it.
It is. I mean, at least they thought of that. I wouldn't have thought that they would do that, but that's really nice.
There's one other area. Is it Knowledge Village? There's one other community in which, so a lot of these paid parking zones have popped up in residential areas. There's one other community that they've offered a residential pass for residents. And I wonder if it's something to do with the authority who owns the community, I'm not sure. On the pros of this, Haza Hassan has commented, this is actually good. This is a long-awaited decision. Living there with a vehicle is a nightmare. There's many commercial vehicles and trucks and buses, and there's no single inch for residents to park on the street. And so it's fair to say that at least residents getting a free permit will give them a fair access to parking. Exactly. So all praise there from Haza Hassan.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense, because would you rather pay for parking or keep hunting for a free spot every night? But obviously this differs if you're a resident. But if I were, let's say, visiting Would I rather pay for parking and keep hunting for a free spot? Since a lot of like trucks, buses, all that stuff, they might be just going there and parking for free. This will make it so that it's mostly just people who need to be in the area. I think it's okay.
Well, in this area, it sounds like a win because it sounds like there was a bit of chaos in terms of the parking. There was no set places, so this will really make it tidier. I am a victim. This literally happened to me.
Oh.
So luckily, I live on a quiet street, so there's a good few parking spaces unless you get home at like 10 p.m. at night. And they've just introduced paid. And so on the day that I saw that they introduced paid, I was like, so we have a parking space inside the building. My husband uses that. Why does he use it? Anyway, that's for another day. And so I was like, okay, that's going to be like 400 dirham a month. But I was like, I'll just go around the building and I'll park. So fine, first day tried. And then the next day, they introduced paid parking around the building. And so there's nowhere nearby that has
the free parking. Oh, Lord. Okay. That would upset me, I think, because luckily in JVC they still haven't introduced it, unless they will. I hope they don't, but I already pay inside the parking. I have one allocated spot in the building, but sometimes I park outside. And also to go to my Pilates studio in JVC, I also park outside. So that's the situation. I would rather it be stay free in JVC, but...
Stay free in JVC. Please. Manifest that on your vision board for 2026.
Imagine. I'll put that in there.
It does make it tidier. And then also, what happens to you happened to me, if what happens to you, I didn't realise until I saw this yesterday that park can actually have monthly fees. So rather than doing the top-ups daily, which was a concern for me because I was like, I'm travelling, I'm never going to...
Yeah.
But they do have an option to do monthly, and then it gets cheaper if you do 3 and 6 monthly. But I skipped that, and I spoke to my building guy. And
you're like, please give me another spot, please.
So now I pay again.
In the building.
But we don't have a lot of spaces in my building, so I really don't know what other people have done in my building. And I kind of feel, I'm like, did I just nudge in there? But someone's obviously not using the spot, so now I'm using the spot.
Yeah. So it's okay.
It's okay. Guys, that is it. New Year's Eve is on the way.
So exciting.
We will see you in 2026.
Wow.
Who feels old?
Definitely.
Guys, big things happening across the city tonight, but if you want to stay cozy and you want to catch the live fireworks show, there's no place better to do it than on the Lovin Dubai live feed. We'll be streaming it right here on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, maybe even Twitter, wherever you get your social platforms from. And other than that, we'll see you in the new year. Have an amazing New Year's Eve. Thank you so much, Farah, for joining me.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow. See you on Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye.